Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for following us in 30 Days to Presence at Ampersand Integrative Wellness Center. I'm Whitney. I'm our functional nutritionist, and today I'm talking about mindful eating and water drinking. Two very, very important things when we want to make changes to our diet and lifestyle. Mindfulness is key, and it's really the only way to be successful, especially with food. So I'll just be discussing mindful eating today and some of the other mindfulness practices like mindful food sourcing, mindful food selection. That'll be talked about later on in the 30 days, as well as some of the write-ups that I'm going to be doing. So I prepared my lunch today using some free-range organic chicken thighs with some Italian seasoning. You guys can see that as well. So the herbs are garlic and oregano, basil, thyme. And then I've got some fresh zucchinis from the garden, some cauliflower, red onion, and some tomatoes. And these were roasted last night, so these are some leftovers, as well as the fresh zucchini was sauteed. Little sea salt on there, drizzle of olive oil. Beautiful color. So the first thing we want to be mindful of when choosing foods is the color, the brightness, and the colors of the rainbow. Then as we're preparing and cooking, we want to be thinking about the textures of the food, the smell of the food, and taking that in. That's going to help us start to stimulate our digestion. When we think about food, see food, and smell food, we're starting to digest at that point, not when we take the first bite. And I've got some fresh parsley here. As I said, there's some herbs on my chicken already, but fresh herbs really help you keep it interesting, keep you from getting diet fatigue. So we got a nice big beautiful bunch of parsley. Parsley is great, and why it's sometimes served as a garnish. So I'm going to put some on my plate. It stimulates the digestive juices. So you choose some parsley, you're getting some of the digestive enzymes to start to come out. You're getting the bile and stomach acid to form. This is a bitter herb, and bitters are not just for alcohol drinking. They actually serve a purpose. Bitters are usually part of an aperitif, which is before eating. Why would you do that? It stimulates the digestive juices. So stimulating digestion is part of mindful eating through visuals, as well as through using functional foods. So I like to add fresh herbs at the end of cooking. I add the dry herbs at the beginning of cooking so that it releases their flavor better. Mindful eating is going to come from sitting with your food, again, looking at the food, smelling the food, and then we're going to begin tasting the food. Upon biting, I'll just pretend so I'm not chewing while talking, you would want to chew about 30 times, and you can count as you do it. This is going to be hard for a lot of people who are used to shoveling food down, especially when they don't have a lot of time. But time is going to be key. We want to try to give ourselves enough time when we're eating to sit, to not have any electronics in front of us, to not have any TV on or distractions, and concentrate on the taste of the food, the smell of the food, the textures of the foods, the blends of the flavors together, and really savor it. I usually start my meal with a little prayer or statement of gratitude, because gratitude is very important for our health, but also just to be thankful for the food that we're able to provide for ourselves and our family, and realize that we have abundance. As far as thinking about the food while chewing, you want to think about how it's nourishing your cells. The information being brought into the body is very important and positive information. It's telling your cells, what to do and how to do it through chemical messaging with the vitamins and minerals, amino acids, fatty acids, and carbohydrates. And that food is going to then fuel you. And that's part of mindful eating. Mindful water drinking is how much we're going to have every day. So this is a 16-ounce pint glass. You want to aim for half of your body weight in ounces of water every day, and drinking it over the span of the day, stopping, an hour or two before bed so we're not up peeing all night. And the way that you can help yourself stay on track is know your water bottle. So you may want to get a reusable bottle for taking it places with you. I have several that are glass or stainless steel. And then marking down how many of those you drink. In a food journal or any journal, I have my little journal here. We can put in a slash mark or check mark, some type of tally for how many glasses of water that we've had, and then convert that into ounces. And let's say you're 150 pounds, that would mean you want 75 ounces of water every day. The other thing you can write in your journal to be mindful of your food is tracking what you're eating and how much you're eating. So I would put, 2 cups of vegetables and what those vegetables are. I would put 1.5 servings or 1 serving of chicken thighs, about 3-4 ounces, and then whatever else you ate or drank. If you bite it, you write it, and that can help you stay on track with your food changes. It's not something you might do forever, but it is a tool to be able to journal and be mindful of what you're eating and drinking every day. These are the tools that I've incorporated in my own life and in my practice to help clients stay on track, whether it be weight loss or shifting your food choices at any time. Anytime you want to make changes, it's good to go back to tracking and being mindful, because a lot of us slip out of that very easily. We have busy lives, and that's totally understandable. But if you can take the little the time and the little tips throughout the day that I've given you, as far as smelling, tasting, seeing, and hearing, even hearing when it's cooking, and melding those flavors together in your mouth, really appreciating food as well as tracking, you'll be in a very good place. You'll start to think of food as fuel, and we would want you to feel it optimally and reach optimal health. For more, keep checking out our mindfulness challenge and let us know what you're eating today and how much water you're drinking. Thank you.